Hello and welcome to my channel Attila Tarot. In this video we will look at what's going to be the results of the Hungarian elections in April of 2026. The way I will do this reading pretty similarly what I've done, the way I did it for Canada and for Australia as well. I will look at each of the major parties, how they will perform. This deck will focus on FIDESZ, the Alliance of the Young Democrats. This deck will focus on the TISZA party. This deck will focus on the Democratic Coalition, and this will be focusing on the Our Homeland party. And I will get 3 cards. I already shuffled them, but I will shuffle in front of you as well. And based on those 3 cards plus the bottom of the deck, now for some of them there might be more come out, I will see what the cards are telling us in terms of the future. We will start with FIDESZ. While I'm shuffling the cards, I also want to encourage you that, you know, this is really just, I'm just the messenger. So some of you will or will not like what I will tell you. For me, it doesn't matter which party will win. I don't want to influence anyone. So don't let the outcome of this video influence you or anything. What I want you to do is really focus on who do you believe in. Focus on who do you think can take the country into a positive direction. So this one's going to be for TISZA. So focus on that and make your decision based on that. And anyway, you will also see a lot of influences. So I also want to encourage you to be critical for every party that you hear. This is the Democratic Coalition. For every party that you hear, and really be critical in terms of what they said. And this one is for our home, because, you know, people will say everything to get the influence, get the power as well. Okay, so let's jump into the reading. We will start with FIDESZ. So the first card that we have here for them is the Temperance card. So this is a card that symbolizes balancing energies. It's a card that focuses on moderation as well. But also this is kind of like a slow and steady energy when you're kind of being very patient, and all that patience gonna bring the results that you want. This is also a card of protection. But let's see the next card, what we have for FIDESZ. Okay, we also have the 6 of Swords. So the 6 of Swords is all about transition of power, moving forward, leaving the difficulties behind and arriving to calmer shores. So obviously there's a lot of turbulence that's happening, I think probably in the FIDESZ party, but this shows that they're gonna arrive to some calmer time. Okay, so we also have here the 5 of Cups. So 5 of Cups is a card that can symbolize loss. It's a card that symbolizes regret, focusing on whatever went wrong and not really focusing on the opportunities. Now, this is a major loss card in the tarot. This is a card that symbolizes something that is not really going as you were kind of hoping for. Okay, so let's see the bottom of the deck for FIDESZ. Okay, what we have here for them is the 8 of Swords. So 8 of Swords is a card that can symbolize being imprisoned in your thoughts, not seeing things way out of a situation, and seeing things worse than what it is. So obviously, what I kind of see here is I'm really drawn to the 5 of Cups. Five of Cups doesn't look good for FIDESZ from that perspective, I would say. But let's see what the cards are telling for the TISZA party. Okay, so we have here the Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords brings you fears, anxieties, guilt as well. So I think they're very nervous. They're very kind of maybe way more nervous than what they should be. And that's kind of what I'm getting. This card is really emphasizing us to face the fear, whatever we have. The next card we have here is the Five of Pentacles. So Five of Pentacles is a card that symbolizes, again, it's not a positive card because when you kind of when you have the Five of Pentacles, you're kind of struggling. You are not achieving whatever you want. It also can be connected to job loss, right? So can indicate that they're very afraid of losing as well. But I'm going to be honest with you, it's kind of quite interesting to see a loss on both parties' end. Because, you know, the major contenders are FIDESZ and TISZA. Okay, we also have here the Judgment card. Now, the Judgment card is a card that symbolizes final decision, reckoning. It can also symbolize voters and a wake-up call. But also, this is a card that symbolizes rising from the ashes like a phoenix. And again, this is a card of that also means that you are called to action. You are called to fulfill your destiny as well. Yeah, it can be very positive from that perspective, that you are on your path to fulfill your destiny and answering that call. Now let's see the bottom of the energy for the TISZA party. What we have here is the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is a card that symbolizes that you have to protect what you have. You have to kind of protect and stand up for yourself because you're being attacked. There's very high competition, which I think you're going to see a lot of attacks, a lot of competition, which is not a surprise. But the Seven of Wands is a card that also symbolizes that when somebody is very prepared, right, they are able to stand their ground and they are able to fight them back no matter what, because they just see them coming, right? They see it coming and they're very, very well prepared from that point of view. Now let's see the energies for the Democratic Coalition. We have here for them the Four of Swords. This is a very, very slow moving energy. It's going to be, it also can be connected to healing, recovery. Maybe they're gonna recover from something or maybe perform better than what they hope for. Because, you know, the Four of Swords also brings you some kind of a hidden blessing. The next card for the Democratic Coalition is interestingly the same what we have for TISZA. This is a card of the Five of Pentacles. It connects to struggles, financial struggles, economical struggles as well. Maybe both parties will kind of have challenges in terms of financing their campaigns as well. It can be also possible. But again, this is also a card that can be connected to job loss or kind of not performing as well as you would like to kind of see. They also have the King of Wands. This is a card that symbolizes leadership, like a very, very strong leadership energy. Someone who wants to do things, new approaches, new innovation as well. So I think they will try to position themselves as a leader. From that perspective, maybe they will have a very strong. They might have a very strong perspective of showing a new path, and they will try to convince people from that point of view. Bottom of the deck, what we have here is the Six of Pentacles. So Six of Pentacles is a card of equal give and take, balancing certain aspect of that. Can indicate financial help. Maybe there's some financial help that they will get from if they kind of struggle, if they struggle financially. So that's very, very possible as well. Okay, let's see the cards for our homeland party. The first card we have here for them is the Knight of Swords. So Knight of Swords, it is someone that is really focuses on their goals. Very, very impulsive energy when you're kind of just trying to get things done. The faster, the better. This is a card that kind of symbolizes that you know, maybe you're just focusing on your goals, but you don't have a proper plan. And I know people who are supporting this party will tell me in the comments that they have a plan. Well, the cards are keep saying that the plan is not really stable, because this is the knight that doesn't like to plan. They just kind of want to get things done. They also kind of say exactly what they think. Okay, so they also have the Wheel of Fortune, which is a card that symbolizes divine timing, faith as well, and a lucky outcome. So I think probably they might perform better than what they expect from that point of view. I think there's going to be some fortunate things for them. Now we also have here the Seven of Swords. So Seven of Swords is a card that symbolizes lying, cheating, stealing, deceiving as well, and also strategizing. So there's kind of many ways you can look at it. You can look at it here from the point of view that maybe they will have some actions that are not really fair. Can be connected to that they might want to lie, cheat and steal as part of this election, or they will kind of accuse that there was lying, cheating, stealing as part of the election. But it's only coming out from their end. So I think it's very important for them to watch for that, like, you know, what's going to be their the way they're going to speak about it. But also this is a card that symbolizes new strategies. So I think maybe they will have a new strategy. But again, it's going to be something that's faded. And they're going to be really focused on something from that point of view. Bottom of the deck, what we have is the Eight of Pentacles. So Eight of Pentacles is a card that says that they're definitely focused on something, right? Like with that Knight of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles, they're focused. They kind of work very hard on achieving something, and I think they're gonna do pretty well from this election perspective. What is kind of really interesting when you look at the overall, because okay, so where does this lead us really? Because the cards are quite mixed from when you kind of see it. And for me, what I'm kind of really drawn to is the Judgment card on TISZA's end, because it kind of symbolizes a major turning point, a wake-up call for the electorate as well, that people won't be passive. Maybe they will be able to they will be able to mobilize people as well and motivate them to make a choice that's, you know, feels morally and historically significant. But it also points to a decisive result. It also shows that the parties, the leaders, will be kind of judged based on their actions. And also this is like a redemption, right? As I kind of says that maybe they will be written off, but then they will come back very, very strongly. And also, it can symbolize that when the public rejects the old narratives and they kind of demand change as well. So, what does this kind of comes to us? I think when you look at FIDESZ, for me, what's really driven to is the Five of Cups. That symbolizes a loss, a disappointment. So I don't think that the election will come for them as they want, as they hope for. They will overanalyze things with that Eight of Swords. Now, also with the end of TISZA, I think there's going to be a lot of battles for them. I think there's going to be a lot of struggles for them. Maybe the outcome is not going to be as they would like to see it. And I think that might force them into certain actions, because even with the Democratic Coalition, you kind of have similar energies that somehow they will be in a leadership position. So you might see a coalition as an outcome from this between the Democratic Coalition and TISZA as well. And I think the Our Home Party, I think they will perform well. I think there's gonna be luck on their side, and I think they will be very, very focused. Again, I think you will hear something related to cheating when it comes to this party. Whether they will accuse the others, or that's gonna be the narrative for them. But I think what I'm seeing here is again, you have here this equal give and take. Which is kind of like the next card from the Five of Pentacles. So I think, yeah, I'm kind of getting a sense that you might see an interesting coalition between the TISZA party and the Democratic Coalition, because I don't think that the outcome of the election is going to be as they were hoping, and I think that might force them into that. So that's all I have for you. Again, I'm just the messenger. You will be the one who will make the decision on election day. So make sure that you are looking into the facts. Don't let this or anything influence you, as I told you, and focus on what you believe is the truth and nothing else but the truth. So that's all I have for you. I hope that you enjoyed this reading, and I'll be able to welcome you again.